Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Now it's a good time to go ahead and subscribe. As you guys can see from the title, today I will be showing you how to achieve these crochet passion twists on fine thin hair. My previous video concerning my grandma, I did actually show you how to do a quick trim and kind of get her ends intact. That was her first hair trim that she'd had since her big chop, which was about a year ago. So there is that. Y'all, this video is freaking hilarious because she sleep half of the time. She came over to my house to spend a few days and she actually forgot her teeth. So y'all, don't get me started. Nevertheless, we're gonna go ahead and jump right into this video, y'all. She's gonna be waking up and falling asleep in 2.5 seconds. So freaking funny. I also did her makeup. I asked you guys in my last video if you wanted to see the actual makeup routine that I did, so I will definitely be posting that the following few days. As for hair, you guys know I absolutely love the Toyo Tress Passion Twist, so of course there will be a link to that down in my description box below. If you guys have not already seen my crochet Passion Twist videos previously, first of all, what are you even doing? Second of all, you're gonna love this. So you guys know typically I will use the rubber bands. In some other videos I've also like braided the hair, connected them all the way towards the back. I know a lot of you guys had questions regarding well, can I do this on thinner hair? Because of course you should be able to see, well, you shouldn't be able to see the rubber bands, let alone the hair actually being tied individually. So this is what this tutorial is actually geared towards, those people that want to get the look but don't have full hair like myself. So this is why I'm using my granny as my model in this case. So beginning of the video, you guys actually got to see, like I said, a really quick view of her trim, which is actually going to ensure that her hair is still able to grow and thrive in this protective style. Right now, you guys are seeing me pre-part off her hair, which I did go through and section off her hair from behind her ear, going straight across to the other side behind her ear. And that's going to be the amount of space that we're going to use to actually create our illusion. So these are creating the illusion that she's actually taken her time to get braids, maybe 3-4 hours of work. You guys, we're gonna get this done in 1 hour. So right now I'm just sectioning this off into 4 rows, and then I'm gonna go back through and pretty much just create the boxes. I didn't make them super small because again, her hair is thin and fine and I don't want her to have any issues when it's time to remove these, which I ended up removing them anyway, but I didn't want her to have trouble with like the hair getting tangled. I knew she was going to be wearing the style for a lot longer than what I typically would, which is about a month. And so yeah, so I wanted to make sure that her hair was going to be maintained. So I started off with the first box. I'm using a little bit of the edge booster just to create a little bit more control here with any flyaways. And I went ahead and pretty much just started the box braids. So you guys can see I'm starting the plait. The first one, I went ahead and pretty much connected this to the second box. And you guys, it's literally that simple. I will do this a bunch of times, obviously throughout the video, so you guys will get to see how it's done completely from start to finish. You do not have to make your boxes this size. You don't have to say, hey Chrissy, I have this much hair and I want to do 5 boxes instead of 2 boxes. You guys, do whatever makes you feel comfortable. If you want to do the boxes going all the way towards the back of the hair, I'm cool with that too. Like, it's up to you. This is just my version of a protective style. For the most part, whenever I do this style on myself, I wear it half down, half up. My grandmother decided to wear hers half down, half up. And I guess occasionally she also ended up wearing this down as well, just because, I mean, there's no tension at all, but that's just what she wanted to do. So it's up to you guys with what you feel comfortable with. There is no better way to actually hide the connects, right? So you're seeing I'm not actually braiding any of the boxes all the way down to the end. As of yet anyway, I'm just literally starting off that box with a plait, maybe about down to 1 inch, and then I'm going to connect that to the box behind it, and then we're going to finish that off until we are able to complete a full braid. And once we get to the back, of course, it's going to be a ton more detailed because I know it's kind of harder to show you exactly what it is I'm doing behind my head, especially when the last couple of videos I've pretty much just done flat twists. Y'all, again, my grandmother is freaking hilarious. She literally kept falling asleep. I was cracking up this whole time. She went from having a conversation to me me, like with me, to falling asleep mid-sentence, y'all. She's there, okay? But nevertheless, I enjoyed spending this time with her. I don't know how you guys feel. Regarding your family, I know the holidays get a little bit interesting for those of you, especially during this time with COVID still being a thing. So I understand. My heart goes out to all of you right now. Whether you have your family near or far, just definitely try to keep your spirits up because this is a rough time for all of us. So, yeah, this is a way that I like to give back. I'm usually the hair doer in my family, from my sisters, my mother, literally everybody. They're usually my practice. I don't want to say dummies, but they're my models, right? Somebody corrected me and I appreciated that because I didn't mean dummy. I really meant model. But yeah, so you guys can see how quickly I was able to throw those in. And then now we're able to see the back portion of her hair. So we're just going to go ahead and section off our little boxes and get to working on the back. Now, you guys can see her hair is super soft. She doesn't have a lot of grays going on. So that's kind of a foreshadow to me. Maybe I won't go gray. That, I don't know. We'll see. I guess I'll still be recording videos. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'm going to go ahead and start off with the cornrow. I did section off some hair along the nape of her neck. As you guys can see, if you're a visual learner, y'all can really just mute me because y'all know I will sit and talk y'all to death. I mean, walk through the whole entire video. And I know everybody doesn't want to hear that, but for those who do, you guys are also able to see and hear, get a little bit of the tutorial live and in action, okay? As opposed to trying to figure out, hey, what is she even doing right here, right? So I'm just connecting the box, doing the cornrow, going all the way around her nape of her neck. We're going to connect this just because since we're going to do the crochet in the back as well, you don't want it to be loose. I don't think that I've even done this when I've done my own hair. Typically, I will do the boxes going around the entire perimeter. In this case, the hair was so short, I knew that she was not going to be wearing this like all up at once, so it was really no big deal anyway. And it's crochet, so it doesn't matter that I even have the boxes, to be honest. We're gonna fill this baby in to full capacity. When I do this on my own hair, you guys are usually able to see. Well, we'll kind of get to that, right? Let's focus on the braids, right? So this is where we are. We have the cornrows. I've connected them all, literally zigzag back and forth. I've done this a million times, and then we're going to go ahead and just pretty much sew them down so that they're out of the way. Previous videos, you guys have said, Christiana, like, what's going on? Did you use a rubber band? How did you tie the hair down in the back? We're going to sew it, right? If you're not familiar with how to do this, this is going to be the video for you to learn, okay? So if you are working with the needle, use a curved one, of course, just so that you don't poke your model, right, or your client, and then go ahead and scoop it underneath the braid. I like to twist the thread around the needle 3 times, and that creates a knot, and you just keep going, like literally. Once it's time to take this down, I promise you, all you'll be doing is finding that thread, which is super visible because it's cotton, and then you're going to go through, clip that off, and remove all of the braids. You'll be back at the basics. I do actually have a video on how to remove them, so definitely make sure to subscribe so that you guys can see, whenever I'm posting and all that good stuff. Now, she's never seen a crochet needle, which is hilarious because I'm like, Grandma, don't all grandmas crochet? I guess not. She's like, oh, that's what you do with that? Okay. Grandma, listen, I understand, okay? There's different size crochet needles. This one's really small, and the great thing about Toil Tress is they actually give you the needle that you need, so you don't even have to worry about going any further. Literally, order the hair. It comes directly to you in a few days, and boom, you are ready to go. So I'm just literally opening the crochet needle. Go ahead and slip the loop, which is at the very end of the hair, around that needle. Close it down and slide it directly through the hair. You guys will see me do this a million times, so if you need to play it back, don't be afraid to do that. So I didn't speed the video up very much at all. That's because I really wanted you guys to see what I'm doing. So you can see in one hand, I'm holding the hair with the loop wide open. The other hand, I have the crochet needle, and it's all happening so fast because I'm literally sliding the crochet needle underneath her hair. We have the loop open. Once you slide the crochet needle under her hair, go ahead and attach your loop to the crochet needle, close it down, slide the needle back through the other side of the hair, and voila, you are able to release that crochet needle and literally tighten the hair by simply pulling it through. That's it. On some of these, they did have some kind of like weird ends. I don't know what was going on with that, but I went ahead and just clipped them off just because they serve no purpose here. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move throughout this. You guys, like I said, it only took me an hour. As you guys can see already, I'm looking at this and I'm like, it's kind of gappy, right? Like, if you don't mind, cool, but it was kind of gappy for me. So you guys are going to see how I actually fill this in, because as you can see, her hair again is fine, thin, fragile, all that stuff. We did not want any tension on her hair. This is her first time ever getting extensions. Let's just talk about that, okay? I am not lucky enough to say that I have worn my natural hair my entire life, but she is. That's kind of amazing. So really quickly, I wanted to show you how literally you're able to move these around same day. She has no tension at all. So as you guys can see, this hairstyle is super easy to do, super, I guess, quick too, and beginner friendly. Here it is again. I'm just showing you on this end how we're going to continue that full pattern. So what I kind of use as a guide is each individual box. So you guys can see I'm literally pulling that hair over every single box to create the illusion. But again, because her hair is a little bit fine and we did not want to create too many boxes just to fill it in, I'm going to show you how to do that, because as you can see, when you split the hair down the middle or even to the side, it just looks like something's missing. It's like, okay, like I see where you were going with this, but like, girl, okay, it's not giving, okay? So anyway, I'm going to show you how to fill that in. What I use as a rule of thumb to also make sure that I am using enough hair and I won't run out of hair, it's usually I'll just go through and spot fill in. So I'll start from one end, I'll randomly add to the other end, and in this case, I started with the nape of her neck, so I did maybe about 10 at the bottom, 10 in the middle, 10 at the top, and I kept that going. I'm only saying the number 10 because this is how many crochets I put in before actually filling everything in. And by filling it in, that means any gaps that you see, go ahead and add another crochet braid in between that. So I'm going to give you a closer look at that right now. In this case, I did not actually fill the hair in right over the box, or right in between the box, I should say, but I added an extra strand of hair directly on top of the connector braid, right? So where you can see that little connection, I actually went ahead and just put a braid over top of it. It's still gonna give the illusion of box braids, individual braids, passion twist, so on and so forth, but it's giving you the look with less time, less effort, and super quick. Like I said, we literally did this in an hour. Keep in mind, I did her makeup, which only took about 20 minutes. I trimmed her ends, which was like another 20 minutes. And then, of course, doing the actual hairstyle took an hour. So literally the easiest thing in the world. Now, granted, I do move quickly, but again, even for the most beginner, right? I would probably say this would take you a max 2 hours. I've already had people sending me their pictures and videos of them trying out the style, and y'all, I am proud, okay? I have not tried to do this with color yet just because it makes me nervous. I did actually do another crochet video with the locks, so if you missed that one, definitely check it out because that's more of like an ombre. I'm going to do another one, something similar to it, just so that you guys can get a feel for all these quick styles, because now that I've discovered this method, you guys, I mean, honestly, I don't know that I would just sit and do box braids again if it's not just something for you guys. I did a poll on my Instagram asking you if you wanted to see me do my old school box braids, which is what has made ForeverCryssy, and you guys actually voted that you wanted to see the box braids over the passion twist. And so I'm here for both of them. Honestly, I'm going to be doing both anyway. So if you guys are wanting to see the old school box braids, definitely turn on your post notifications. That way you will not miss your opportunity to learn how to do that for the free ski, okay? Y'all can see how full the hair is now without looking overly done. We still only use the amount of hair packs that come into the one bundle, which if I'm not mistaken, it's exactly 7 to 8 packs. I believe it's 8, but I could be wrong. Right here, I'm just adding a little bit of sheen. I think this is my Bronner Brothers Shine Spray, just to go in between everything. The hair already has a nice luster. You guys can see where I'm able to just maneuver it from side to side. Some of those curls are a little bit funky, like they literally twist upon themselves. So if you want to undo any and like retwist them, that'll probably take you another hour, but they would fall a lot longer. And she loved it right away. I mean, instantly. First of all, it knocked some years off of her, just simply because her hair was like all black for once. I didn't want to go through and like dye her hair. Like, we know that she's older. Like, it's not a secret, okay? Y'all don't have to make hair so complicated. We're here to give you styles that allow you to go throughout your day without having to worry about, what am I going to do to this head, right? So I know that she was absolutely in love with it for sure. And yeah, I did go ahead and pull everything up into a ponytail just to show her if she needed to do that. Once it's time to like shower and all that good stuff, that was an option for her. But y'all, my grandma could care less, okay? She wanted everything to just be laid down, and she was just happy that she did not have to worry about doing anything to her tresses, okay? So this is another style I'm showing you, just the half up, half down, which is my favorite. It's usually how I like to wear it. Y'all see her little curls on the side? First of all, this is my twin. I love my grandma. I love her so much. Oh my God. So anyway, I did go ahead and do the half up, half down for her in this case, and that's how we ended up just finishing out this video. You guys, let me know how you feel about it. Leave any comments or questions down below. If you still want to see that makeup video on my grandma, I will post it for you. It's freaking hilarious because she's falling asleep doing that. If you're not already following me on Instagram, definitely make sure to do that so that you never miss what it is that I have going on outside of YouTube. Let's be honest, I've been taking some hiatuses. I don't even know if that's the word, but yeah, I'm back, okay, baby, we are here. She has arrived. Anyway, I love you guys so much. Stay pretty, and I will see you in my next video. So, what you think, Grandma? What you think?
Yeah, I like it.
You like it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, okay. You look good. You look so pretty. You gotta say hey to the camera. Hey.